Here we are. The stealth continues. You guys probably aren't used to seeing prog this much. I kind of just teleport around as far as the editing goes because I've got places to go, and generally we're backtracking a lot. But now, it's all a stealth mission and non-stop, so every single moment is interesting. Potentially, maybe. Depends on who you talk to, I suppose. This is what I talked about when I said there's back paths. We've always known there was these back corners I could take, but I've never really been using them until now. Because we were allowed to just walk around freely. But now they might give me access. Okay, this was not as useful as I thought it was going to be. Oh, there we go. That's more or less the expectation, is establishing alternate ways in and out of these places that don't involve getting caught. And oddly enough, there's some tutorialization going on there where we basically got practice at sneaking through. That's interesting. Yeah, Rizika Station, it was a train station you had to sneak into in an earlier part of the game when it was still safe to go around in these train stations otherwise. And I'm realizing that was some tutorial that was setting you up for later in the game, because eventually it was going to be unsafe to be in any train station, but train stations were going to be a more or less mandatory part of doing quests at that point. And so their solution was to do this. Let's see, this probably gives you sewer access through here. So let's get you hacked. If I can set up a... Oh yeah, it's a rank 1, which means that this is absolutely what they expect you to do. Okay, a little faster. That firewall really is messing with us, huh? Some quick nukes will fix that. There we go. Alright, so this should be not so closely watched, I think. Yeah, this is one of the places we've kind of been to before, I think. I think there was a guy sitting here last time. Or it just looks like that office a lot. Can I not open this drawer? There we go. Some more parts. I can craft a lot of biocells now, if I need them. Got ourselves a new little piece of intel here. What you got? Cat, maintenance said a burst pipe has messed up the panel providing power to the door, but they can't fix it until tomorrow. It's switched off for now because it was electrifying stuff around it. Looked scary as hell when it was on. Either way, door isn't opening until it's repaired, so if you could come, so you should come over yourself and make sure they're on it. For now, just give IT permission to patch me remote access. Password is Messier43. I'd rather be out of the station anyway, with all the extra police hanging around. So we got a code for the local computer. That's about it, really. Wait, actually, sounds like the electricity thing they were talking about might be turned back on. I thought the whole point was for it to be disabled, but perhaps not. We'll see. Another credit chip. Any little details around here? Some painkillers. Ooh, hacking software. Always good to do a sweep. Alright. So I'm hoping for sewer access. But this'll work too. Breach software. Add that to the pile, huh? So I've already been here before, because as you can tell. Oops. Yeah, that was already turned off. There we go. Now even the alarms are disabled. So I must have come through here when I could only disable one thing and not everything else. So I probably had lower level hacking. It's probably an early game thing I would have snuck into. Are there no vents in here? Besides the one I came in through? No. Okay. It's just security. This is just security for here. There we go. That's more what I was going for. Bye. Alright. Where are you gonna end up? Huh? Kind of improvising here. Well, this didn't really get me where I was hoping. Did it? Gets me to this back room. I guess that's something, potentially. There we go. Remote trigger on the glass thing is a great tool to have. So whenever I sneak into a room, I can trigger the glass change from a distance. This is new too. Oh right, because it is another day again. Picus Daily Standard. Reactions mixed as rich flock to London. For the next few days, London will be the place to be seen as rich and famous from all over the globe arrive for the Safe Harbor Convention. Nathaniel Brown, CEO of the Santo Group, plans to unveil Rabia, his much-talked-about city of the future for AUGs. Rabia seems especially topical tonight, as stories of rioting inside Santo's first AUG-only complex fills headlines. Many believe Prague should have shut down Talos Rucker's augmented rights movement eons ago. Others are calling for compassion and patience until the vote on the Human Restoration Act is resolved. They seem to believe normalcy can be... typo in a newspaper, can be. They seem to believe can be reestablished. What does Brown think? Reporters caught up with him at Apex Center, where the Safe Harbor Convention will occur. When Rabia is finished, he said, he won't have to face this problem again. No justice for augmented victims? Prague. State police have suspended their investigation into the grisly murder of augmented reporter Angela Gunn, at least until martial law is lifted. When making the statement, police spokesman Alex Volnir denied allegations that homicide detectives see augmented victims as less important, adding, her case is only suspended, not closed. It's also noteworthy that her case is specifically suspended partly because of the fact that we don't know what the hell is going on there. There's a copycat killer. The two prime suspects were both exonerated by me, if we trust me. Alright, so exploration had some fruits, but none of those fruits involved actually getting out of this place, so that's not great news, I guess. I mean, no one's really watching here. Oopsie. I'm wondering if I can get away with this. Crap. Oh, there he goes. We did get him. I didn't think I was going to get him because I shot accidentally through the thing instead of past it. Okay, this might be harder than I thought. God damn it. Okay, this was not the correct response. Oh my god, robo-monsters. Okay. We're going away now. This was a mistake, clearly. Wow. So first of all, I thought I'd get him immediately, so that didn't work out. But second of all, was not expecting everyone to react to the situation. So, that escalated quite quickly. I don't have any alternate way out of here, do I? There's just this one office. Did they break the windows? Oh. That was a bad plan. Okay, they're just gonna break that anyway. Alright, I've made some mistakes here. You know, where does this go, though? This is like an alternate path, isn't it? It's just a ceiling vent and nothing else. God damn. I think there is sewer access, too. I just think I've failed to find it, unfortunately. And now there's a bunch of people trying to hunt me. They just kind of show up everywhere, don't they? Alright. I have some solutions for this problem. They broke the windows for me. So maybe I'll just take advantage of that. Do they know where I am? Oh god, they do know where I am. I thought they didn't see me. Just trying to avoid detection as long as I can. There's guards right there. They don't necessarily know where I am right now. That's a start, but it's not a good one. Wait, do they know where I am right now? Stop knowing where I am. I'm specifically trying to avoid you. Alright. Let's just get to the... There we go. We've escaped. Whew. That was a mess, wasn't it? Alright, Seraph. Let's hear the news from you. Because this place is kind of a shit show right now. But I'm in a safe spot for now. Yeah, using the train to get around is kind of rough. I better minimize how often I need to do that. What's going on here?
My Interpol friend, it's dangerous for you to be out in the street tonight. What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, the killer is still out there. More victims have turned up. All of them Augs, all harvested. Just like Angela's gun.
So it's the same person doing all this, and we still have no idea who that is.
I'm not sure where all this is going, but I've been looking at old case notes, and it's uncanny. Marek Svobotka, the old harvester, is supposed to be dead. Yet this killer seems to... Little habits that were never made public. I even called the cemetery just to make sure Svobodka's still dead.
And?
He's dead.
It does make me once again think that maybe they never caught the right guy in the first place.
That doesn't explain what you're doing here.
It's still my case, isn't it? And it's still open. I was hoping that maybe Daria suddenly remembered something. And what about you? You know very well that your Interpol ID doesn't mean shit tonight. Hell, I should be arresting you right now.
Daria called me. She said she was in trouble. She said he was here. Then she got cut off. Is she in there?
I wouldn't know. I knocked and no one answered. I've been worried about her. So she called you, huh?
You know how she feels about cops.
Right. Look, you're not supposed to be outside tonight. I'll take a look around the building. You see if you can find a way inside. Hopefully we're not too late. Just try not to get caught, eh?
I won't.
Let's see. I don't know if I should really think that he's the guy responsible necessarily. Just because, by the way, this was a surprise for me. I was just going up to go talk to Sarah, but this sort of happened along the way, didn't it? Oh, all those are locked too, huh? So the front door is like my only chance. It seems unlikely he'd be the guy behind anything, because why would he be like just hanging around for the purpose of getting caught? That TV is slanted. Oh, this place is a mess on the inside. Let's see. I think this actually gets me into there, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. Never mind. I guess I'll just take the front door like normal. Hopefully there's no weird traps or anything behind it. Yeah, it's an easy hack. It seems odd that it seems unlikely that he'd be the one behind anything, because why would he be just standing around outside the door waiting to get caught by any random passerby? Like he doesn't have a reason to be putting on an act, because why come here to have to put on an act? Find clues about Daria. That's blood. This bodes very poorly for her. Is she not here though? Looks like it belonged to Daria Mishka. It's a hair clip. There's water jugs. Oh, what's that? Streak of blood in Daria Mishka's apartment. I'm just slightly amused that the 3D rotatable object is actually has all the wood tile and everything on it. Like we physically removed the chunk. They might do that for evidence, I suppose, maybe. Textbook about managing psychological disorders written by Dr. Nicholas Kipra. Advanced neurological treatments for social phobia. Og serial killer saw himself as savior, helping them go to heaven. Families attend Merrick's vodka to be executed tomorrow. Police deny rumors of copycat killer. So this thing's completely filled with notes about the killings. So she's been, if this is hers, presumably, and not something the killer left behind, then she's been obsessing over this. So it would seem that she is actually the killer, which is one of the first things that kind of came to mind, is that she might be behind something here. And if she has a psychological disorder, then potentially she, I I don't know. Maybe maybe she's has a split personality thing where one part of her tries to call out to people like me while the other one is doing all the bad things. Or maybe, here's the nasty thing, what if this is a trap? What if this was bait and she's gonna try to attack me? Because those doors are closed. The fact that that door is closed makes me think this could be a trap, for me to even be in here in the first place. Let's see, there's an ebook. This might be contextually important. In the Footsteps of the Harvester by Angela Gunn. Oh, so Angela was also writing an article about the Harvester. From the best of Angela Gunn in memoriam. If she was tracking down the Harvester, maybe she was targeted for her journalistic endeavors, but not for the politician, but for the Harvester. 4 years ago, Marek Svalka terrorized our city for 7 months. By the time he was done, 27 bodies were uncovered. In each killing, traces of EMP were discovered, used to stun or incapacitate the victim. In each killing, puncture wounds were linked to the use of a homemade muscle relaxant, and most notably, each killing, the victim's augmentations were removed. Shortly before execution, Svalka was asked why he did it. Where did the hatred for augmentation stem from? I don't hate them, he said. I save them. I make them human again. Svalka saw augmentations as a threat, both to the individual and the collective good. In his own twisted way, he was arguing then what the UN is arguing now. Whether pseudo-spiritual rhetoric or carefully crafted legalese, the underlying message is the same: salvation through torture. If Marek Svalka were alive today, he would have reason to be proud. His nightmare vision has become our political reality. Gross, yeah. He was persecuting Augs, and then that kind of became the actual case in real life shortly thereafter. I do get the feeling I'm gonna get attacked by her and she's gonna, like, drug me and ambush me. Although if that happens again in the same game, that'd feel a little iffy, wouldn't it? It's like I just got ambushed and drugged a moment ago. Let's drop some more alcohol, because I'm not gonna leave neuropazine sitting around. There we go. Even though I'm robbing it from her technically, which is monstrous if she's not a bad person. Stack of hypodermic needles. Okay, so she's just the killer, huh? Is that straightforward? Did I have the option to sneak into this apartment before, ever? I don't know if I knew where she lived necessarily, and it was just any other random apartment, but I've never been here, oddly enough, and I've been to a lot of them. So there's basically no chance she's not the killer at this point, unless the killer seriously came in here and filled her apartment with every single thing that could make her seem to be the killer. But then you gotta wonder why she called to me, right? Because that's odd, obviously. Wait, have I been here before? Have I been in this room before? The weird room with the camera? There's a bear rug in Daria Mishka's apartment. Oh, the black bear hair. So she brought them in here after they were drugged. And this is the rug. That's under the fingernails. That's not a cat grooming thing. Oh, this is gonna remove any ambiguity about it. Also, here's all the weird cat things. Daria Mishka's diary. Hello, Whispers. Hi. He's coming. Here he comes. Door not knocking, not knocking, not knocking, knock knocking. Hi. Please don't. Please not me. Not me, not me, no me, not me, not me. Who's there? Not me. 698843. Not me. Who's there? Whose knows? Zebra knows. Knows me, not me. What's your name, neighbor? Miss Botka. Heidi. Me, Heidi. Me, hide me. What in the hell? Interesting. So you gotta wonder if Botka if you gotta wonder if the serial killer did she socially latch onto the concept of the killer, or did the killer somehow get in her head? Because we've had people get into the heads of other augmented people. She's augmented, and while the other guy did kill a bunch of augmented people, what if he was also augmented in some way? Was able to download his brain or something into the stuff? That's pretty much seals the deal, doesn't it? Okay, the cat stuff's getting really creepy and weird. I do feel like I've been here before. What's this looking at? Is that my apartment? I think she's been watching my apartment. Yeah, the end of the hall in the next room. I'm pretty sure that's... I think it's where I live, right? I live on the top floor up there. I guess I can check the map real quick. Yep. That's creepy. She has a telescope pointing straight at my apartment. So she's been keeping an eye on me. She's probably been planning on going after me if she can find an opening. Which is rough because I'm never home. Because I'm constantly going all over the place on crazy super secret agent missions and stuff like that. But she was probably planning on attacking me next, sneaking into my apartment and going after me, and because she's been slowly destroying people throughout the building. Creepy. Oops. Cat collar with the name Starlight on it. So what's the connection between the cats and the people that she brings here? Does she dress them up somehow? What kind of crazy fantasy stuff is she doing here? It's such a weird juxtaposition between crazy cat lady and serial killer that rips the parts out of people. Alright, let's do the reveal. I'm gonna get a little more spammy with some of my hacking devices like reveals and stuff because we're getting late in the game, so I might as well use all of them sooner or later, or it's just a waste to have ever gotten them in the first place. Okay, can we speed this up a little bit, the hacking? Overclock this stuff. There we go. Then nuke that crap.
Access granted.
There we go. I can help you. From Sipra, Sipra to D. Mishka. Daria, you must see me right away. Listen to me. I know some part of you doesn't want this. Some part of you is scared and looking for a way out. Keep in mind the surgery was very delicate. Your brain is still trying to process the implanted signals. All I ask is that you hear me out. I understand if you have doubts about my intentions, but right now I'm your best and only chance. Tai Young has sent me set up a pharmacy at the Daphne district. I am well equipped for what needs to be done. Please, come see me before you do anything else. Before anyone else gets hurt. Dr. Nicholas Sipra. Huh. From Catatonic to Dimishka. Fellow cat lovers, the murder of yet another of our own has created a terrible emptiness inside me. First Leonie, and now this. The world is a broken milk bowl that can never be filled again. We have no choice but to cancel our classes pending police investigation. I encourage you to cuddle up to your loved ones and stay safe. Remember, I'm a mouse click away if anyone needs me. Meow meow. That's distressing. So, yeah, people kill people they know, and the people she knows are members of this other members of this crazy cat group that are obsessed with the cats, and so she's been killing other people from their meetings multiple times now. Nasty. Well, not a lot of ambiguity this time around, is there? So they want me to go back in. I found something that belongs to Daria along with what looks like a trail of blood. If I want to find Daria, I need to find out where this leads. Follow the trail. What trail are we talking about here? Is there a trail of blood down there? Let's see. I think that's just pointing at the front door, isn't it? Yeah, it's just pointing back outside. So we'll see where the blood trail leads, but first of all, I think it's a good time to pay a quick visit to Seraph since he's right up here. Yeah, things have gone dark around there, haven't they? We've read that one before. Any traps in my apartment? No one's here to see me? Just kind of thought that something nasty might go down when I try to come back here. No, we seem to be clear. What's the pocket secretary? Oops. We don't think you understand what it is you've done. You cannot possibly imagine how dangerous she is now that she is free. Did she convince you to feel sorry for her? Did she make you believe she was real? A testament to how good we are. But make no mistake, we will find her. Oh. It's a message I got about the fact that I released the AI character. They think she's incredibly dangerous and we've made a mistake, but it's hard to tell if they're reliable information either. Why is that draped over the couch? This place is always such a mess. Oh. Poor plant. Here you go. Ta-da! I fixed one thing. Alright, that's enough work for today. Back to this ordeal.
Adam, good. We need to talk, son.
What's going on, Seraph? Why the secure vidcall number?
I looked into Facility 451. It was a processing clinic, one of dozens set up after the incident to help augmented people recover. It was supposed to be places to heal, but they were run more like prison camps.
And?
And I don't think you got your new augs there. You said rescue teams dumped you in that clinic shortly after Panchaea collapsed, but your name doesn't appear on its entry logs. And it doesn't appear on any survivor recovery lists either.
They said I was a John Doe. Nobody knew who I was.
It wouldn't have been hard to find out. Your augmentations have serial numbers. Or at least the ones I had installed into Adam Jensen did.
Are you suggesting all my augs are new? Even the ones you gave me?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm telling you, all the augs we ever installed had registry codes, and they're not hard to trace.
I know my augs, Seraph. It took 2 years for my body to get used to them, to unlock all their potential.
2 years? Really, Adam? One of which you don't remember because you were allegedly in a coma in Alaska. Look, son, all I'm saying is it wouldn't have been hard to identify you, but for some reason, that never happened.
Why are you so sure I didn't get these augs in Alaska? Orloff was there. I spoke with him.
You said he was using an alias, McFadden. I looked into it. Casper McFadden didn't exist until the day you regained consciousness, which was 1 month before you escaped the facility.
Okay, so where was Orloff?
Not in Alaska. He was with Tai Young Medical for a while, and in the spring of 2028, his name pops up once or twice in the Baltic region. Then he dropped off the grid, and McFadden shows up.
So what does that prove? Orloff is McFadden, and McFadden is Orloff. None of it connects him to me.
Except for the augs which Orloff designed and nobody else knows how to install, let alone make compatible with a competing system.
What are you trying to tell me, Seraph?
I'm sorry, Adam. There's not much more I can say. There's some conclusions you have to make for yourself. All I know is the deeper I dig, the more questions I have. Orloff might have had answers, but as soon as you found out he was in Prague, that he'd been visiting Prague periodically ever since you started working with TF-29's division there, somebody killed him. You tell me what it all means.
I can't. Not yet.
Well, if you ever do find out, give me a call. Until then, take care of yourself, Adam. Be careful.
Thanks for the help, Seraph.
They're being brutal about this. Every step of the way, we just get more questions. Here, now we're dealing with the idea of the people he thinks he knows were basically imaginary. Is it going to give me that level up? Did I actually stop at the last possible low? Aha! Yep, I'm 15 experience away from my next praxis kit. I just went to it thinking it was full and about to loop over, but it wasn't. Okay. So that's dealt with now. Unfortunately, it hasn't actually given us new answers, which is some darkness there. That's probably what... So for the last harvest, I should probably travel back first, because that'll give me information that might help. It's listed as optional, so it's probably something I want to try to do first. In which case, before I leave, I might want to do the Samizdat before anything else.